Why? Because at any point in time, this Vasavi or Lakshmi, anybody, Shashi or class always will start with the initial letters. Okay? And some people, what they will do is that you just imagine that, okay, Vasavi is also writing a demo class, Shashi is writing a demo class, Priyanka is writing a demo class. So you want to distinguish what is Vasavi's demo class, what is Shashi's demo class, or what is Priyanka's demo class. In Java, this is done by creating a package. In Windows, you create directories, right? Folders. In the similar way, in Java, this concept is called packages. So I am going to write that this belongs to package com.passion and put a semicolon. That means now in the entire organization or entire company, there can be only one com.passion.demo. It is like you are creating your own room. Com.passion is your room, and you are keeping everything inside your room. That means nobody, even if Vasavi is creating a demo class, now it will not conflict with it. It's called namespace or package or folder, directories, etc., etc. Once you do that, and the say greeting method, it is a method, and what I am going to do is I am going to pass no parameters here, and now it is printing hello world. See, I changed this particular class now a little bit. So I have got a class called demo, which is in a package com.passion, and that class contains a method called say greeting. Clear? And now I am coming out and I am going to compile that particular program, demo.java, and if there are no errors, it will be, see, missing return statement. So what I did is I have given here public string. That means this method should return a string. Otherwise, you can just change this one as, no, I don't want any return value. I will just write void. Void means nothing. So no return value. What is meant by return value? If you get something from somewhere, add two numbers, what you will get? The result, which is an integer. Subtract two numbers, you will get an integer, right? But say greeting, it is just printing hello world. So it is not returning anything. That's what this means. If I write here string, can you tell me what is the change that I should make in the program? I should write here some return hello world. That means this should return. That's the difference. So I don't want that. That is why I am telling that I am changing that particular one into, let us say, void method. So this is a void method and it is not returning anything. Okay. Now I am coming out of this, and now let us compile so that there are no errors. See, there are no errors now because I changed that return data type. Okay. So demo.java, a class is created. Okay. After that, what I am going to do is that I am going to create a jar file like yesterday. How will you create a jar file? Jar CVF, and then I am going to write here the name of the jar file is utility.jar. I am going to just call it as utility jar. Why it is a utility jar file? I am just giving a name, random name. I can give any name that I want. It is utility. Why? Because whenever I want to say greeting, I will use this utility class. Okay. So utility.jar, and I am going to compile, or I am going to include all the classes. Please look at that syntax. Yesterday I told you about the asterisk. Asterisk means every class file will be compiled into this. Okay. But before doing it, it is a very good thing that I am deleting all the existing class files. Why? Because there might be so many class files in my directory. So I am going to write rm star.class first and delete everything, and now recompile your program so that it is creating a fresh Java class file. It will create a class file like yesterday, and now create jar cvf utility.jar and include all the classes. Okay, so you can see now it will create a file called demo.jar, which is now containing not your main program. See, utility jar file is created. So it has created a jar file now, okay, and yesterday we created vasavi.jar. I am deleting that one also. So I have got only one file called utility.jar. But remember, yesterday what is the command that we have typed after creating vasavi.jar in order to run the demo program? I wrote java minus class path, and then I wrote utility.jar file or vasavi.jar file, and then I wrote the class name which is demo. But today your class name is changed. It is belonging to what? com.passion.demo. Unfortunately, you will not be able to run this particular program. Can you tell me why? Look at the error message when you are running this. Could not find the main class. Look, I removed the main class because I wanted to make it as a generic class. If I include the main class, the whole problem is whenever I am running it, I can run it only once. I cannot reuse it. Now what I want to do is that utility.jar file, I am going to put it into Citibank or Florida Blue archival directory, and then I want everybody, all the people to reuse that. So if you want to reuse, then you should not have main program. You should write the demo class like what I told. Okay? So you created the demo class and you created a utility jar file. Now comes the real fun. Assume that I'm not Ravi, okay? And somebody newly joined in the company, okay? And let's call the new person, okay? Vasavi studied everything, and then, she became a big data expert. So she created, or she came in and she joined the company. And she came to know that, okay, there is somebody who has created a utility.jar file. She wants to use that utility.jar file in her program. She's writing a fresh program. Utility.jar file is in the safe. And you want to reuse or that utility.jar file in the program. So tell me, what we should do now? She should write a new program. In that program, you should tell that I want that utility jar file in my program. So how are you going to do it? Let us call it as vi sample.java. Please look at the difference between yesterday and today. Vasavi is now writing a new program. Ravi has written already a utility.jar file which contains a greeting method. And now Vasavi wants to use that vi sample.java. Now she is going to use it, okay? And she has got her own package. Can you guess what is her package name? She is going to call her class as com.vasavi. Right? So she created her own package. So it is like a new directory. She has created her own directory. And now she is writing her class. What is the name of the class? Since the name of the program is sample, the name of the class in Java also should be sample. This program, she is going to use the main program. Ultimately, you need main, right? So she is going to write public static void main and in bracket string argus, right? Which is the standard line in any Java program. So you created this particular file now, okay? And now comes the fun. She wants to use my demo class. So what is my demo class name? Demo is the demo class name. And I am telling class is always a factory, just like a Walmart or a JCPenney shop. You go to that factory and you tell what you want. So I want a Coke bottle. So I will just take one from the Walmart factory where all the Coke bottles are kept. So class is a factory of objects. So I'm telling the factory, hello demo, give me an object called D, write new demo, a fresh one from your factory. And what is this demo? Ravi has written and kept it somewhere. It is like you brought so many vegetables and you kept all that vegetables in the refrigerator, and at the time you want to cook, you take one from that refrigerator. So your refrigerator is where the utility I kept. And now I am going to reuse it. Now there is a problem. What is the problem? The problem is demo D, Vasavi is writing, and she told that she belongs to this package. This is a separate room where she is sitting. But Ravi worked in this room where he created utility jar file. And in that room, she is going and telling that, hey, give me a demo. Not possible in Java. You have to tell that, give me permission to use demo. How will you request permission to use demo from this room while she is in the other room? You should tell that which package it is belonging to. And how will you write that? Import com.passion and put a semicolon, passion.star and put a semicolon. What does that mean? If Ravi has created something in this room, give me all the things that Ravi has created. If you don't write this line, Java will give you an error telling that, hey, I don't understand what you mean by demo. Now Java understands that this demo is coming from this particular package. Now just imagine that if Shashi has created a demo class, what could have happened? She might have used a different package name, different room name. So you will be writing there import com.shashi, import com.mahesh, com.krishna. So depending upon what you have created, you will write that particular package name and you have your own package name. No problem at all. It is like a separate room and this is another room. So you created your own room. So this is Vasavi's room, away from this room. In that room you want whatever Ravi has created in this room and you are bringing it and then you are using it. And what is the method inside the demo? You are going to get that particular say greeting. And remember, in say greeting, I am already printing hello world. So all I need to do is d dot. D dot means call the method which is belonging to the object. And what is the name of the method? Say greeting is the name of the method. Fantastic. You wrote your full-fledged object-oriented program. This is how Java works. This is how this class communicates with the demo class. And in MapReduce and all, thousands and thousands of such classes collaborate together. And then he will give you the output. One program is for the name node, one program is for the data node, one is for the job tracker, one is for the task tracker, then the secondary name node, thousands and thousands of files. And that is the intellectuality that the Hadoop designers have written. Years of hard work and they wrote the 1,000-line, 2,000-line classes, everything combined together. And then there will be packages. Package org.apache.mapreduce, org.apache.name node, org.apache. Like that you will be importing all the classes and then you write your particular code.
Even if you import the package, we should know the class name that they are using.
If you don't know the class name, again, yesterday we studied, a star means that all the classes, right? But to write a program, you should know the classes and you should know the API. What is API? The methods and everything is available. So if there is a string class in Java, how will you know what are the methods that are being used in the string class? You will look at the API. Open the browser and then you are going to tell that, okay, I have the Java API. So you open Google and then what you are going to do in the Google, you are going to type Java string API. What is API? API is nothing but the methods that are available. Look at that, Oracle documentation, string, and then click on the string and then you will see how many methods are available, what are the fields, what are the constructors, and what are the methods. Look at that. Caret is a method, code point before is a method, compare to is a method, to lowercase is a method, to uppercase is a method. You will refer to this and you will use that method in your program. The more you are familiar with Java, the more you will be getting all these functions. That's how you write programs. Programming is fun in Java. If you know English, they say that you know Java very well. Because if you see, this is very simple, okay? Demo D equal to new demo. It is like, hey, Mr. Scott, you come to this particular room. So demo D, new demo. You are calling a person and then you are telling that person, can you do say greeting? And what did you do in the say greeting? Print hello world. So this program will print hello world. But the demo that Scott you are bringing is belonging to somebody. His father and mother or somebody else. But you are bringing. But you took the permission. How? Import. Now, you got this particular thing running, okay? Now let us use it. You are going to so many errors now, okay? So, first compile the program, javaexample.java. See, package com.passion does not exist. What happened? This is the problem. In Java, if you write import com.passion, it doesn't know where it is. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create, okay, mkdir master lib. I created a lib directory. You call it as the safe for a big almara. And I'm going to go to master lib. And I'm going to put from the parent, remember dot dot means you are going one level up. And what is the name of that file? Utility.jar file. Actually, I did, okay, no problem. So I brought utility.jar file. Why I put dot dot slash dot dot? 2 steps higher and again 2 steps higher. 2 dot is 1 step. I am in Vasavi directory. If I go 1 level up and then again another level up. So utility.jar and then dot. What does that mean? I am bringing it here. And if you look at ls now, the utility.jar is copied, Unix command. Remember, I told you to bring it from the garden and the other room to this room to this room? Coming now. Okay. So you copied it in the master lib. And where is your master lib? It is in this directory. pwd. In the home, I created a Vasavi directory. In Vasavi directory, I have got a master lib and sample.java. Now you see what I am going to do. Javac minus class path. I am telling that take the utility.jar and now try to compile sample.java. Let's see what is happening. Again, com.fashion does not exist. Okay, I think we need to look at whether we have created it correctly. So vi demo.java. Yes, package com.fashion you have written here. Only one problem that we have done is when you wrote that demo.java, you have written it in the home directory. Actually, it should have been in com, cd com, and mkdir fashion, and then cd fashion, and you should have written the demo.java. So bring the demo.java here. Demo.java and then dot. ls demo.java is inside the fashion now. Now if you look at demo.java, you can see it is in the package com.fashion. Directory is very, very important where you are putting your code. Right? Now, now we can do one more thing. Let us create that file again. How will you create it? Jar. Before that, let me delete rm minus rf demo dot star. I will delete, and I will delete that utility.jar as well. Okay. So ls, everything is cleared. And where is your class now? Inside com fashion. Correct. Now let us write jar cvf utility.jar and then give com. Okay, but before that you have to compile the code, right? So cd com fashion and then javac demo.java, compile it. The class is compiled. You can see demo.class is created. Go to the parent and clear, and then write jar cvf what is that, utility.jar and give com as the package. Understand what I did? I created the packages and then press enter. com.passion.demo.class. See, now that message is very clear. It has created that com.passion.demo.class. Now come to the Vasavi directory. cd master lib. This utility.jar is old. rm minus rf utility.jar. Bring the fresh utility.jar. Where is it? In your home directory. There is a shortcut if you want to access the home directory. Tilde slash utility.jar. See? Tilde means home. And then press enter. ls. Now you got utility.jar. Okay, clear? ls cd dot dot ls, you are in the Vasavi directory, your sample.java is there. Java C minus class path masterlib slash utility.jar and then sample.java. Let's see whether there are any errors. Fantastic, you got no errors now. It got the package now. If you don't write that line, look at that. If you don't write and just write sample.java, So, if you want to use somebody else's something, what you need to do? You have to put it in your class path. And what is the best format in which you will put it into the class path? Jar file. All are clear, right? Now, I am going to run the program. And look, what is the problem when I am running the program? See, in the Vasavi directory, now the class is created successfully. Java minus jar sample. See, what is the problem? Not Java minus jar, Java sample, right? This is how you run the code. So, class name is wrong. Can you tell me what is your class name? What did you write? com.vasavi.sample. So, let us change it. Java com.vasavi.sample. Any luck? Could not find com.vasavi.sample. Why? You did not put the class path. So, Java minus class path. The class is here in this directory. com.vasavi.sample. Cannot find. Can you tell me now? What is the error? Why you are getting that error? Come on. I just showed you. Because sample.java I put it in the. So what I need to do? If it is to be in the package, mkdir Vasavi, cd Vasavi, and then cp sample.java to here. Now sample.java is in the, look at the PWD. It should be in com.vasavi. Don't confuse with this Vasavi and this Vasavi. This Vasavi I selected to show you the program, and com.vasavi is the package name. Because in the sample, what is the first line you wrote? Package com.vasavi, right? So it should be in that particular package. Now you go up rm minus rf sample.star, delete everything, okay, because already I copied that sample.star, right? And then let us compile. Java C com, sorry, you have to, where did you compile? PWD. You have to go to com, you have to go to Vasavi, and now you have to compile it. But what is the problem if you compile it? You need the class path. So how will you give the class path? Java C minus class path. Where is it? /home /cloudera. Where did you keep it? In Vasavi, in masterlib. What is the name of the file? utility.jar and sample.java. It created. Now go to, it is all directory, play with the directory. So com.vasavi contains sample.java. Masterlib contains the utility jar file that Ravi has created. Perfect. Java minus class path masterlib / utility.jar, and name of your class is let's see. Why? Because that current directory contains that particular class. You already told that your class path is only utility.jar file. If you give only utility.jar file, where it will find out her class itself? Her class is kept in the current directory. So put a colon and put a dot, which means that the current directory is also taken into account. And now you call com.vasavi.sample. You got hello world. So please look. com.vasavi.sample is the program that she has written. She used Ravi's class from utility.jar file, which prints hello world. And then you create a hello world. Is that much clear? All what we learned is simple Java, how the packages and the Java works. You don't need to know everything. I'm going to tell you something very, very important. Assume that now I want to write a word count program. And assume that this word count program is now dealing with thousands and thousands of jar files. You will have to write masterlib/utility.jar colon masterlib/abc.jar colon masterlib/pqr.jar. Every jar file you will have to write. How long, how big the line is, correct? And today you are writing in this virtual machine. Tomorrow you may be writing the code in the Florida Blue or Citibank or wherever you go to a job. At the time there is no masterlib and all. So how will you run your code? These are all issues, correct? Let us solve it. I am opening another terminal. From this point onwards you will do. After I explain everything, I will make sure that you are understanding this, what I am doing. What I am going to do is, I am going to download something and all of you will download it later. Okay, please don't do anything now. You please concentrate fully on this. Okay. So far, what we have done, are you clear? I created a demo.class which is by Ravi. I kept in a package called com.passion. And this is my room. Just assume that is my room. Vasavi is sitting in the other room. She is writing sample.java. Her sample is, the room ID is com.vasavi. This room ID is com.passion. So my class is com.passion.demo. Her class is com.vasavi.sample. Com.vasavi.sample wants to use com.passion.ravi. How did you do that? You packaged com.passion.ravi in utility.jar. And then while she was executing it, you told that put this utility.jar in the class path. So she got everything. And then she executed the call. Right? Go to foroursun.com. Not now. Okay. Later you can do that. First of all, you should not open the browser from your local machine. And this is where Lakshmi's machine will not work. So, foroursun.com/passion. And in the virtual machine, you will be seeing a lot of code, one by one, we will master all these things. I am going to download something called distribution.zip and I am going to save it, okay? Don't do anything, we will do it later. And if everything is okay, the download should happen now and it should download everything, okay? Let's see whether it is downloaded or not. That's a browser, okay? Normally, whenever you click on the download button, everything will come into this downloads folder. It's not yet downloaded. So I have to go here and then again foroursun.com foroursun.com/passion. The best way is right click that distribution.zip and then save the link as and then downloads and then click save. Now it's going, I think. Yes, oh, it downloaded already. I think earlier it was not complete. Now let us check the downloads folder. Close tabs, plus there you go. So the distribution.zip is there. I am unzipping it. How will you unzip in Unix? It should create a folder called a distribution. I am going to change that distribution folder name. How will you change the directory? Don't copy. MB, move. distribution directory to map reduce reference. This is your golden copy. You will never touch this. You will zip it and you email it so that it is permanently available in your email. And I am going to show you something now. Don't worry. Come back to the earlier example. What is the problem that we have? A very big issue. The issue is if 1000 jar files are there, colon, and this is very much platform dependent. You created it, you cannot reuse it. So I'm going to use a trick or one of the powerful mechanisms in programming. What is it? Automate the process by a build tool. What is automating the process? Washing machine, right? You can take the clothes, you can apply the soap, you can keep it for half an hour, and then you can later take it out, you can wash it, everything yourself in a sequential way. Or you can rely on a microprocessor based washing machine where everything is programmed so that when you put the clothes and apply the soap and you press the button, one by one, spinning, drying, everything happens automatically. That is a build tool as opposed to washing yourself. What you did is washed yourself. Now let us use the washing machine. The washing machine, what we are going to use will be 3 by the end of the course. 3 washing machines, different companies you are going to learn. One is from the GE Ant. Another maybe from our Beeple or something like that. Okay, we will call it as Maven. And the third, the most advanced, maybe from some other company, SBT. We'll do it in Spark. Till that time, we will use Ant. Anybody wants to know what is this Ant? Only thing that you need to do is, right? Google. So, google.com and then type Apache Ant and you will see what Ant is and look at what is written. Apache Ant is a command line tool whose mission is to drive processes described in the build file depending upon each other to execute. That's what Ant is all about. So what we are going to do is, fortunately Cloudera virtual machine has got Ant already built in. You don't have to do anything. But this, why your washing machine is working in an automated way, somebody has programmed the microprocessor, right? Inside the washing machine, telling that first you do this step, second you do this step, third you do the spinning, fourth you do the drying, like that, right? So you have to tell in the Ant what you should do. So how will you tell that? The same directory. What I am going to do? CP. In the downloads just now, we have downloaded a directory and I changed the name to mapreduce reference. And I am going to use the microprocessor programming file where you are going to write the steps. That file is called so whenever you use Ant, you need build.xml. Whenever you use Maven, you need form.xml. Whenever you are using SBT, you need build.sbt. You see the parallelism? And immediately you should ask, where is my build.xml? Maven, where is my form? Project Object Model. SBT, simple build tool or Scala build tool or standard build tool. There are many full forms. Build.sbt. Don't worry about this now. That's what that build.xml is, and I am going to give you a template. So look where I am copying. I am copying it to Vasavi directory. So you have the build.xml now. What did I do? How will I copy? I won't tell you anything. Unix commands, you are already perfect. Masters. So build.xml is there. Now I am going to do something. I am going to customize it. How will you customize it? Open build.xml. What is this XML? You know what is meant by a Word document, right? .doc. PPT, .ppt. XML. Some mad guy has created his own format. That is build.xml. So I build.xml. The XML is having a very big problem. You know what is the problem? Whenever you have to tell that there is a tail on the back and there is a tail on the front. And always, if you are having a tail and tail, you will have to tell that there should be finishing this with finishing this. For example, if I write here Vasavi, there should be a Vasavi here. This V lowercase, this should be lowercase. This V lowercase and this A uppercase, this V should be lowercase and this should be uppercase. This is called a start tag, this is called an end tag. These are called elements. Elements can have attributes. Finished XML. So XML is the format that is used. And XML is having only one version in the whole world from the history. Destroy. From the beginning to end, you will have only one. You will never make that mistake again. That's why. I'm kidding. Just kidding. So we are going to have only one version. That's why every XML file will start with XML version equal to 1.0 and then you will put this. And then you will put all your tags. Remember, if you don't write a stop tag and if you put a start tag, incomplete. If you put a stop tag first and then start tag, not allowed. That is build.xml. So I am going to show you that. Look at that first line. XML version equal to 1.0. And what is this grey color? Hey, if Vasavi is writing the program, she should understand what she wrote, right? So she will write, this is for Vasavi. What is that? A comment. So it's a comment.
Do you want to switch off the slide? You can see the screen.
Oh, sorry. If that is switched off, all the lights will be switched off. The entire this thing. I think I will try to make it a little bit more.
No, we can see it, and then also we are copying, no? So okay, it will be alright. We'll see it definitely.
Okay, I will just highlight. It's a comment, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry about the comment. Okay, what is the name that you want for your build name? Okay, let us call it as, okay. Vasavi's build file. Default. What is this default? Microprocessor, washing machine. You switch it on. What is the default? Try, spin, and then finally complete it, right? So, whatever you write here will happen when you write and. If you don't tell what to do. You understand?
Yeah.
It's default. Okay. Then path ID equal to class path. Are you getting some words which are very similar you just heard? Class path, base directory / lib. What is the meaning of this? Can you guess? Just now I told you what is our problem. Master lib / utility.jar. If 1,000 such files are there, I have to type all the 1,000. What you are telling build is that whatever is there in the directory, automatically take it. So I don't have to type. That's the whole purpose when I'm telling you to do that. Automated. So, if you have created a master lib, you put here base directory / base directory is nothing but your current directory. Where is it defined? Here. Look at that. Base directory equal to dot, which means that it is a current directory. And then take all the jar files from that particular one. So what I am going to do is, I am going to call this one as, what is my directory name? Where my files are there?
So your base directory is master lib.
No, base directory is dot. Look, base directory slash master lib. Base directory is Vasavi. Remember? In that Cloudera, home Cloudera, I created a Vasavi directory where my code and everything is kept. That's my base directory. And when you put the build.xml in that directory, where build.xml is there is your base directory. You put it. After that, init. What is init? Initialize. Huh? Put water, soap, no. Initialize. So, initialize. I am telling that, hey, create all these directories for me. What is the mkdir command? Mkdir? What is it?
Making the directory.
Making the directory. So, you are telling that the moment you are starting and call this init method, microprocessor, automatic. And in the init method, you are telling create attic, create classes, create temp, create test, create this. You will ask me why all these things. This is the professional way of writing the code. Okay? Classes is for all the compiled classes. Temp is for any temporary processing that you want to do. Test is for write your test scripts. Dist is for distribution. What is finally created in dist will be the one which is distributed. You will normally create it. It is optional if you are not liking it. But you will create it. Did you create a source folder? No. Why? Source is the one you will create. Remaining everything, who will create? Ant will create. So, I am going back to my window, where we were very happy with our code, right? Where is it? This window. I must create a source, and inside the source, I should move that home directory. Now, if you look at my directory structure, build.xml, master lib, source. Source contains com.vasavi.sample.java. Yes or no? And master lib contains jar file. And in the build.xml, what did I tell? Take all the jar file from master lib. And what is the jar file available in master lib? Utility.jar. Got it. See how I am automating step by step. Now, look, there are no other directories like attic, test, everything is created. Correct? Let's go back to vi build.xml. You will see that in build.xml, you have many targets. So, in the build.xml, you will have target and you will write some code, target finished. I told you, start tag we should have ended up. Again target, no problem if the tag is repeating. And again the target will finish. Here you will write some code, here you will write some code, etc., etc. You should remember what is the target. The target will have names. One target name is init, already we have seen. Another target name is build. And this target is the one which will be automatically called when you begin the file. Why? Because you wrote your default is build. Understand? So if you want to write an ant file, what you will do? You will create a project name and you will write targets inside that. Each target will do something. And now, after the first one, second should happen, second one, third should happen, third one, fourth should happen, after fourth, fifth should happen. How will you do that? Look at this. Target equal to init. And please look at this line. Target equal to build, but depends on init. What does that mean? Build can happen only if. So, if the default is build, what will also happen? Init also will happen. And what did you write inside init? Create directories, dump test, okay. And what did you do in the build? What is this command? Java C. You will compile the code. After compiling the code, what you will do? You will copy all the compiled code into classes. See, all the steps like microprocessor. And then what you are going to do? You will copy everything to dist folder. Why? I told you, dist is the distribution. But when you are copying to the dist folder, you might be writing some sh files or batch files or config files. I don't know. In the future, your programs are going to become very, very complex. Some property files, some JPEG images you may want to add, right? All that things you will add so that your final distribution will contain everything that you wrote. That's the meaning of that. And then finally, I am going to create a jar file which contains everything combined together, and call that particular jar file as, since this project is completely revolving around Vasavi, it is injustice if we are calling it as my Hadoop, so we will call it as vasavi.jar. So it created, in which directory it created? In the dist. I told you, dist is for distribution. And finally, you want to run it again after you make some changes to your code. Do a clean, and what clean should do? Delete. A zip. Every day I want to create a zip and I want to email it to my email. All these things you can do. That is zip. And look, everything is depending upon init. And if you want to write a run, don't forget about run now. We don't need this. Okay? And everything is in target. So I'm going to delete this because unnecessarily it will complicate the things. Later I will show you what is this. Look, everything is inside project. And the project contains many targets. That's all. Your build.xml 20-25 lines. Clear? And see the magic now. What I'm going to do, my build.xml is ready. My master lib is containing a utility.jar file. I have source file. Right? Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create, and even if I don't write anything, build.xml build is the default. And what build will do? It will call init. And inside the build, what are the things that you did? Java C, and then all the compiled files will move to dist, and in the dist it will create vasavi.jar. Not a single command you typed. What happened? You understand? Programming is fun. No Java, C, no class path, nothing, right? And now, look at the directory structure, you'll wonder. Who created all these things? Init, right? All the directories, remember? And what will be there inside the dist? Java minus class path. Vasavi.jar. Also, the master lib. Where is the master lib? Utility.jar. And what is the name of our class? Com dot Vasavi dot. So what is that we are going to do in the coming days? We will create a master lib which contains all Hadoop jar files, and instead of com.vasavi.sample you are going to write your mapreduce program. And you will run it. Now did you understand that? Who gave you mapreduce examples.jar file? The framework gave you, and yesterday we used it. And what was the name of the class instead of com.vasavi.sample? Word count. Clear? That's what we did yesterday. Here you wrote, instead of Java minus class path, since we are dealing with Hadoop, you wrote Hadoop jar mapreduce examples.jar word count, and you gave input path and output path as the parameters, and you got the output. Okay? So the complete video is there. Mahesh is going to send it after you can stop it. Right? So what you need to do? Save as. File, save as.
Save as. Otherwise, again it will.
These people will attack you, man.
Where is this good player who can play?
Hey, Vasavi already looking at you, huh?
No, I'll go and sit with you next.
Okay.
My hair